Hello, everybody. I'm back. I was a little bit slow to come back. My apologies. There was a bunch of bowling balls to polish before this squats started, so my dinner had to wait a little bit. I had to eat just a little bit before I could carry on. Needed some energy, but I'm back on track, and we are actually watching the last squat of the qualifying round. It's been a hell of a week. We have quite many big names on the lanes at the moment trying to find their way into the final. I'm gonna give you an update on how the scoring is at the moment. Philip Strandgren, 248. Moritz Wimken from Germany, 247. Lucas Jelinek, 246. Jasper Svensson, 239. Chris Lohan, 228. Kenzo Bogarts, 222. Elin Bergqvist, female over there, 221. Robin Philip, 219. Kaisa Samuelsson, 216. Kevin Bucks Andersson, 208. Dennis Linhart, 208. Frank Wimken, 207. Gary Haynes, 207. Ronja Eklund, 204. Karo Hilokoski, Finland, so Karo Hilokoski, 202. And Timo Schoening or Koenig, 202. So we have 16 bowlers above par on this last squad. Big names on the road. We have Jesper Svensson, Christopher Sloan. They're trying to fight their way into the final. We have a couple of females above par. Actually, three of them. Elin with 221, Kaisa 216, and Ronja with 204. The leaders on the girls division, it remains Nora Jansson with 1234, and I believe it was Peppi Consteri with 1228. Now I'm starting to talk a little bit on memory. We're going to start checking out to make sure I'm not saying anything wrong. The final starts tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, here we go. The two people going in on the seniors so far is going to be Martin Paulson with 1229 and Oscar Brostrom with 1193. For the under 21, at the moment is Anton Andersson with 1286 and Ondrej Prekop from Czech Republic, 1286. And I confirmed the scores for the ladies is Nora Johansson with 1234, Peppi Consteri 1228. The highest score on game number 5 for the Turbo is Noel Strandman with 277. On game 6 is Juhani Tonteri with 275. Overall cut at the moment is at plus 94. And the new leader from the previous squad and overall leader, it's Kyle Trapp with an amazing score of 1463. Some big names on the lanes trying to find some solution. Dominic Barrett fighting on lanes 17 and 18. Dominic needs to strike out for 197, and yeah, he's going to have to work hard. If he strikes out, it's going to be on a 369, so Dominic is suffering a little bit. And let's see on the chat. Lanes 17 to 20 cannot be called, AB says. We're going to make sure that it's working. It doesn't seem to be any issue from our side, so if you are still connected, let us know. If you have some problems to watch the stream on lane 17 to 20. Then we have a message down here. Pierre says, I only missed the night shift live because I am 6 hours earlier, but I catch in replay. Very happy, and next year I will come to play as a senior. Oh, you will be more than welcome. It will be a pleasure to have another bowler coming in showing how good you can be and how can you perform against all the seniors over here. It's a lot of talented people. Hopefully next year is going to be a little bit easier because if the health allows me, I'm going to bowl myself next year again. And I'm definitely going to need the pattern to be a little bit easy. Otherwise, everyone who has been listening is going to be making fun on me. Then we have Benia Bojanen or Bojanen. Hello from Finland. I have been watching Lucky Larsen from the seats for a few years. Today from home, and have to say what an amazing place to watch bowling, and the whole bowling center is on fire. Indeed it is. It's the bowling alley is packed to the roof. The kitchen is on fire. Everybody is having food, so the poor chef is really working like crazy. And the atmosphere is really, really, really nice. It's a lot of passion coming and from the people watching behind. You can see some of them rooting for some of the bowlers, and some of them hoping that they don't do good because they are on the edge of the cut as well. So you can see a little bit of everything. But 4 games to go. We are ending game 2 at the moment. We're going to have a quick update pretty soon, so I'll let you know which bowlers remain up there, which bowlers have dropped down a little bit. There was some people asking on the previous squad, is Jesper going to bowl? Actually, yes, Jesper is on the lanes. First game, as I said, it was pretty good. Now I'm going to try to find out how he's doing on game 2. Scores are refreshing at the moment. Some people yet to finish on lane 13 and 14. For some reason, 13 and 14 always is a little bit delayed. It must be not the lucky number. We checked the online, and it seems like 17 to 20 is working for us. So AB, if it doesn't work for you, I suggest to try to refresh, see if that works better for you. On lanes, excuse me, lanes 15 and 16 and 19 and 20, we have also the Specto Live working on there, so you get a little bit of extra information on what goes on. You can see all the information that Specto provides. If you're curious about some of the stats, you can always log on the app of Lane Talk, find out what goes on. Okay, so Jasper is now bowling on lane 3 and 4. He's 28 over par, so the second game wasn't as high as the first one. People who's doing pretty good, I see Philip Strandgren with 78 over after 2. Chris Lohan, 65 over par. AJ Johnson made the 220 to make it to 402. Moritz is starting to bowl now on lane 20, is with 480. Let me see around. Gary Haynes, 397. Trying to see if there's someone else doing pretty good or scoring pretty high. But I don't see at the moment. So we're just going to wait a couple of minutes until everyone is done on that second squad and the scores refresh to have the proper complete ranking. Jennifer confirms also that 17 to 20 is working good for her. Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate. Ronja Eklund made the 210, so she's now with 414, so 14 over par. This is the last squad, so whoever wants to make it into the final needs to manage to score this time right now. On lane 15, we can find Quentin Diru with 421. Lucas Jelinek is going to bowl on lane 17, is 68 over. So unless I miscounted, it's at least 1, 2, 3 bowlers with a little bit higher than, no, 4 bowlers with a little bit more than 60 over. That's a good scoring pace. Oh my God, my tongue is becoming a little bit blurry. So is my brain. So I know you will all apologize me. It's been many, many hours, many, many days. A lot of different names and countries, so it's not always easy to get the right pronunciation, but I'm gonna keep on doing my best. Everybody who's watching, just feel free to make your comments and pop up your questions. Feel free to let us know if you have any doubts, if you want to find out anything more about the game, about what's going on, or anything about the format. Okay, scores are updated. We have only 10 bowlers above par, so not so high as we wished. In the ladies division, at the moment it's only Ronia above par, 414. Kaisa Samuelsson dropped down with a game of 160, so she's now with 376. And the same for Elin. She actually shot 148 on game 2, so she dropped down to 369. So for now, we're gonna focus on top 4, which is Moritz from Germany, 480, Philip Strangren, 478, Lucas Jelinek, 468, and Chris Lohan, 465. Obviously, we're gonna keep an eye on our Swedish superstar Jesper Svensson, who is currently with 28 over. And it's been a lot of questions about Jesper. Is he gonna make it? Is he not gonna make it? As I said before, the talent is obviously there. The ability, it's obviously there, but for some reason, this pattern is a little bit demanding, and it's not really working as good as Jesper wished. But let's not give up on him. He's a really, really amazing bowler, so he can find his way to succeed no matter what. 4 more games to go, and then the final scoring will be set. Everybody who has the chance to bowl tomorrow, it's going to have to wake up a little bit early, especially those who are on step 1. Bowling starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's 2 a.m. on the East Coast, 11 p.m. on the West Coast. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, I had a pen in here and I just lost it. Maybe I can borrow that one. Thank you, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna grab a pen. I'm gonna write down those bowlers who we are wanting to follow, because they are bowling in many different lanes, and I don't want to be having to search them around over and over again. So Moritz, it's on lane 20. So let me write them down. Moritz, lane 20. Philip Stongren is now bowling on lane 5. So Philip, lane 5. Number 3 is Lucas Jelinek, and Lucas is bowling on lane 17. So Jelinek, lane 17. Sloan, let's find Chris. Where are you, my buddy, on lane 7? Sloan is on lane 7. And Jesper is on lane 3. So we're gonna keep an eye on Jesper now as well, on lane 3. And the one I think we should follow for a little while is Ronja Eklund, since she's still above par. Okay, where are you, Ronja? I cannot find you at the moment. I found Kaisa. Let me write it down just in case. Kaisa is on lane 8. And as soon as I find Ronja, I'll let you know. It feels like as the day goes on and on and on, I the names, the letters seem to become a little bit smaller, but that is obviously my eyes becoming a little bit tired by the end of the day. So Ronia is on lane 18. Now it's going to be easier to follow the top scorers and at the moment. Simon Scorpion, why did Nora not play this squad? I saw her name earlier today. Uh, I asked myself the same, Lyle. Honestly, while I was having dinner, I asked myself, why didn't she go for one more? I believe it's because Nora is currently inside the final due to the two spots that they leave for the girls. The two top scoring girls who are not already with a score in the final, they get a gateway, and she's currently leading that one. The pattern is pretty demanding, especially for the girls on the girls side. Um, she's got 34 over on her best squad, and I believe she had the feeling that nobody or not two women could do more than that score, so she probably took the night off, decided to go back home, take it easy, have a good rest, and come back fresh in the morning. That is, I believe, that's the reason why Nora decided to skip this last squat. So Moritz, lane 20. Not the best start for Moritz. 8-1, 3-6, double, and 7-2. So Moritz now is 27 under after 5 frames. If we check on Philip Strongren on lane 5, strike 9 miss, strike 8 splits pair. So he's also on the par at the moment. If we go to lane 17 and find Lucas Jelinek, he's got a double and a 9 pair. If we check on Chris Lohan on lane 7, he's also with a strike 9 pair, double 9 pair. Now shooting on lane 8. He's got a good strike, so Chris is actually 9 over par. On lane 3, we have Jesper with a strike, spare, strike, and he's gonna spare again because he's got the single pin, and Jesper is not doing crazy things with his spare game. Ronja on Oronia on lane 18. Strike and 2 open frames. Not good news for her either. It's good news for Nora in this case. And finally, Kaisa on lane 8. Double 9 spare, strike 9. She's got the 10 pin. And I believe she's going to take the spare because they don't do crazy things either. They just grab the spare ball and go straight, which proves my point why you keep doing sparing on backup. This way is a lot easier. Genova 1992, remember to drink some water, especially while talking that much and that many hours. I actually have some kind of pear juice over here and a glass of water with some ice. But thank you, I appreciate. I guess you can hear it on my voice. It's starting to break up a little bit. I have to go like the old school. Start your engines. Thank you for your concern, Genova. I appreciate. People who should be doing good, but they haven't yet found a way to manage to do that. AJ Johnson, currently with 2 over par and bowling on lane 18, strike, open frame, and a double. Dominic Barrett, actually 367 after 2. Dom is now bowling on lanes 13 and 14, strike, spare. I just polished, actually, as I said, I was polishing a few balls down on the pro shop. One of the bowlers I was doing some polish on, it was on Dom's balls. I actually polished 3 balls for Dominic. I don't know if it's working. I hope it would work because I said to him, I'm going to get 10% from whatever you do tomorrow since I'm polishing your balls. Same thing for Carl Eklund. He polished his Iron Max to the max, as maximum polish as it could give it. I guess he was trying to replicate what Kyle did on the previous squad. But let me tell you, when I spoke to Kyle on the interview right after the squad, What he said to me, it's number one, he had a little bit of pain in the back, so he was actually not able to grip the ball as much as he did before. He was walking a little bit slower, so he was releasing the ball a little bit smoother. That was one thing that helped him bowl better. And the second thing, Kyle said that during the warm-up he could see quite more people trying to make the lane longer by using spare balls on the warm-up. As you know, when you use a spare ball that has no differential, and it's not that kind of material that absorbs much oil, and those spare balls, they do no flare, so they start pushing the oil a little bit down. That's going to make the lane a little bit longer, and there was quite a few amount of people doing that on the previous squad, and Kyle believed the combination of those two things made it possible for him to use that Ion Max during the whole squad. I'm gonna remind one more time, since I'm in the middle of those frames where nothing really happens. If you're watching and you have not subscribed to our channel, yes, just do that right away. It's very easy. You just have to click the button, subscribe. It's 100% free. It's costing you no money at all, and the main reason is if we can manage to have a lot more people subscribed and watching the online, YouTube is going to help us with that algorithm of them, and then we can remain this keeping it for free for a very long time, hopefully forever. And that's our main goal. We want the bowling community to be able to follow the best broadcasting, to see the best bowlers in action. We're gonna keep on. Obviously, this event is gonna be free until the very end, and after that, we're gonna have a lot of PBA regional in Sweden. The 2026 season is gonna come back with some PBA action in Sweden as well, and the Swedish National League, which some PBA bowlers join from time to time. That is probably the most exciting national league all over the world. These people up here, they really go crazy with their national league. It's a more electrifying atmosphere that you can find in most of the soccer games they play and stuff like that. So if you have never seen the national league, the national bowling league in Sweden, I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it. So as I said, just click subscribe and make us a little bit happier than we are at the moment. Now, game 3 usually is the game where people start finding a lot of issues and the lanes start to break down pretty fast during games 3 and 4, but game 3 usually is the first one where people hits the wall. We have been seeing over and over again that many people having 60, 70, 80 over, and then when they come to game 3, boom, 160, 150, 170. It has been happening over and over again, so hopefully that's not going to be what's going to happen tonight. We want to see a lot of striking. We want to have a lot of fun. And we're going to keep on pushing for the bowlers to find their way to get as better as they can and to bowl as good as possible. AJ Johnson fighting his way to make it into the final. He's got a lot to work to do. He's only with 2 over par, but now bowling on lane 19, strike, open frame, and a 4-bagger. Lucas Jelinek is also bowling on that 17 and 18. He's got double, spare, double. Let's have a look to our leader of the squad, Moritz, bowling on lane 20. Not good news for him. That's 4 open frames on that game so far. Just 1 double. He needs to strike out to shoot 189. If he shoots 189, he's only going to drop down 11 pins, so he would still be quite high in the scoring. But he has to strike out, so not easy. Let's find out about Philip on lane 3. No, lane 5, sorry, I don't even see my numbers anymore. Not good. Philip Strandgren. Strike, 9 miss, strike, 8 split but spare, and then a turkey. So Philip is managing to survive this one. We already spoke about Lucas Jelinek with a couple of doubles on lane 17. Now we have to have a look and see what is Sloan doing on lane 7. Christopher had a couple of doubles, but he just had a big split on frame number 8, strike on number 9. So if he strikes out, it's going to be on a 221. That would put him all the way to 86 over. That would be a good score after 4. And if we have a quick look to the girls division, Ronia still has a couple of open frames, no doubles on lane 18. And Kaisa, she's bowling on lane 8. She had one double, but now she had a couple of splits, so she needs to triple on the 10th to go for a 193 game. Kaisa is already 24 down. This one, even with doubling, is going to put her on 30 down, which means that on the last 3, she's going to need a little bit of higher scoring pace. She's going to have to be at least 50 something over, otherwise she's not going to be able to make it into the final through the ladies gateway. Oliver Milon, the legendary ball leader on lane 19 and 20. Godzilla. I'm having a look back into lanes 3 and 4 to see how Jesper is doing. Strike, spare, strike, spare, strike, spare, spare, strike. So he was striking on one lane. All of a sudden, it did not strike on that lane, but he struck on the other one. It's time to put some strike together. Call me in, Jesper. We want you in the final. And that's another strike on lane 5 for Philip Strandgren. That's a 4-bagger, so he's already ahead of par again on this game. And Philip was already with 78 over after 2. He had games of 248 and 230. Now that is an interesting, I'm going to tell you. The top 3 bowlers, Moritz, Philip and Lucas, they all shot 247, 248, 246. Game 2 was a little bit lower, 233, 230, 222. The one that was going a little bit on the opposite direction was Sloan with 228 and 237, but I don't see any higher games on game 2. No 240s. The highest game was for Sloan with 237 and Quentin Deroux with 234. Instead, there was 3 games of 240 and 1 game of 239 on game 1. So game 2 was a little bit tougher than game 1. And I wouldn't be surprised if game 3 also becomes a little bit harder than game 2. The best score so far on this squad, as I said, is 248 by Philip Strandgren. People who is already finishing the 3rd game. Daniel Frisch on lane 19 for 218 for a total of 552, so it's a little bit low. Moritz, not good. He had another open frame on the 10th. That's a very low game for Moritz. 154, so he's now with 34 over par. Still, he can manage to do okay. He's done a couple of high games, so if he does again a couple of high games, but he doesn't do a low one, he would still be on a okay pace. Maybe, as we said before, you don't need 150 over anymore. Probably 100 over, or even short to 100 over. Somewhere around 95, 96, 97 over could be enough. Gary Haynes on lane 2, he also finished. He's got 216 for 13 over par. Jesper, he paid attention to what I was telling. It was time to match those strikes, and he did. He just got a double on frame number 9. He's gonna now work on trying to get a triple and strike out to get a game of 228. Jesper's bowling on lanes 3 and 4. Dominic Barrett also is trying to come back on lanes 13 and 14. Strike, spare, 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 and a full bagger. Yet the ball frames 9 and 10. So Dominic could go as high as 258. And Dominic definitely needs to start putting those big games over there. Otherwise, he's going to have a long, long way to go for the last three. Now, Sloan managed to at least do the par on this 7 and 8. He shot 201 and is now having the, oh, that's the Devil's number, 666. Oh, another split for Jesper on the 10th. That's really not what we're looking for. It's not going to even make 200 unless he can spare that 4-6. And that is not something very easy to do. No, he takes 2. So 193 for Jesper. Jesper is now 21 over par. Dominic Barrett managed to strike on the 9th. So he keeps going for that high 258. People who was doing good. We had Lucas Jelinek. He made a 3rd double on this game. He can strike out for 246. Spare on the 9th frame for AJ Johnson. He was really trying to strike out, but he's gonna have to wait for the 10th frame, see if he can put the triple over there and go for a 227. That would be not the highest score, but at least it would be above par. And as long as you don't start getting yourself into trouble, you are still alive. Let me remind you also that even if the score is not working very good, let's say Jasper, for example, if he manages to shoot 280 on either game 5 or game 6, that's the turbo games, that would still give him a getaway to get into the finals tomorrow. So I believe the leader of the squad after game 3, it's going to be Lucas Jelinek. He's the only one who's on counting pins. He's the only one who could reach the 100 over after 3. Not anymore. That was not his best shot, but that's an easy spare. Left 4 pin. And Dom just got the strike on the 10th. Now he's going to try to get the strike on the 11th. Ooh, that's a bad payout. A little bit deep in the head pin. Big church for him. So it's a 5. It's going to take 3 because he don't want to give up any pin. But still going to be a game of 240. That's going to put him already above par, and Dominic was quite low. So it's important for him to find a way to keep on going as he did on this last game with a game of 240. All right, that's a game of 240 for Dominic Barrett. That puts him with 607. On that pair, we had also Jonas Dons. We shot 234. Now he's going to be with 38 over par. As we predicted, there was a spare for Lucas Jelinek, so now he's going to make it to 24, and he shoots 692. So he's going to be the new leader on the squad with 92 over par. Now on the girls division, we had Ronnie on lane 18. She managed to put the strike on the 9 and the 10. That's a double. If she puts one more, she's going to go all the way to 191. And then we were also following Kaisa on lane 8, but the scores have refreshed over there, so I have no idea what she did. Another bowler who's doing okay on this third game, it's Isak on lanes 9 and 10, 251. Now he's 12 over par. That's good news for him. Carl Eklund also 234, so he's now 15 above par. And as we have been telling you, probably the cut's going to be somewhere around 95 to 96, 97 over if some more bowlers make or manage to make that score on this last squad of the qualifying round. Now we okay. The good news is that no lane is delayed this time. Everybody's keeping more or less the same rhythm. So we won't have to wait much for score refreshing and telling you exactly what is the ranking at the moment. Yeah, we have Jennifer says that wasn't nice for the Iceman in the last frame. No, I agree. I'm with you there. When you fight all the game to try to stay on the par, and then you get to the 10th frame with hopes of, you know, striking out and going for it to 20, and then you get a big split, then you end up below the par. You need to stay strong on your brain, stay relaxed, stay focused, keep going. But who am I to tell Jesper what to do? All right, now we have everybody switching lanes. Some of them are already bowling some. We have Sloan is now bowling on lane 4. I'm gonna keep an eye on him. Lucas Jelinek is bowling on lane 14. Philip Strongren is bowling on lane 2. We're gonna keep an eye on Moritz. Oh, we have a bowler who retired, Alexander. He decided not to bowl anymore. Okay, and the scores are updated already. We have Lucas Jelinek on top with 692. We have Philip Strongren with 680. If you want to follow any of them, Jelinek is bowling on lane 14. Philip is bowling on lane 2. Then we have Chris Sloan with 666. That's the Devil's number, bowling on lane number 4. Jonas Dons from Denmark. He made another good game, 234, so it's now 38 over. Let me find Jonas because he was not on my list at the moment. In the meantime, I saw Jesper. Jesper is going to bowl on lane 20. At the top, 21 over par. I just found Jonas Dons. Jonas is 38 over and he's bowling on lane 17. And Moritz, who just shot 154, still 34 over. Moritz is bowling now on lane 3 and 4. And let me see the ladies. Ronia still above par, 603 for Ronia. And Kaisa is already 42 below, so that means Kaisa needs to shoot 670 on the next three if she wants to overcome, actually 671 if she wants to do more than the score that Peppi Consteri has already on the overall. So let me find where Ronia is bowling now. Yeah, Ronia is on lane 1. Okay, I'm gonna update a little bit more of the scoring. It's 13 bowlers above par at the moment. Ronia is the last one with 603. And the ranking is as this: Lucas Jelinek, Czech Republic, 692. Philip Strandgren, Sweden, 680. Christopher Sloan, Ireland, 666. Jonas Dons, Denmark, 638. Moritz from Germany, 634. Jasper Svensson, 621. AJ Johnson, 619. Quentin Deroux, 619. Carl Eklund, 615. Gary Haynes, 613. Isak from Island, 612. Dominic Barek, 607. And finally, Ronia, 603. So we'll keep awake, we'll keep our eyes open in case somebody shows up and starts doing a lot of striking and can get any closer to the cut, but it doesn't look like any of those people who is not above par at the moment are going to have a real chance to make it. Just below par we have Robin Philipp from Germany, 591, and Luke Canazzaro from Italy, 575, but these guys need to bowl 720 on the last three if they want to have any chance to get anywhere closer to the cut. So for now, we're going to keep an eye on the bowlers that we are sure that are still a contender and are close to that cut. So the number one in the ranking, Jelinek, lane 14. 9 miss, strike, and doubles. So he just covers that 9 miss. Then we have Philip Strandgren from Sweden. Philip is bowling on lane 2, spare and open frame. Not good news. Then we find Sloan on lane 3 and 4. Double, 8 spare, 9 spare, open frame with 6 and 2 and strike on the 6. So both Philip and Sloan are below par on this particular game. Then if I move my eyes to lane 20 on Jesper, Jesper is on lane 20 now, bowling reactive, quite deep inside, but that ball is hooking so early and gripping like crazy. It almost feels like the lane was tilted from the beginning. Open frame from Jesper, strike, 7 again on lane 20. Jonas Dons was doing okay. He's bowling on lane 17, but on this game is a spare, spare, and open frame. And finally, the girls, Ronia on lane 1, spare, strike, and now she's short, a little bit short into the pocket. She left the 2, 4, 5, 8. I believe in this squad is going to be a little bit more of a survival mode as well. The brain is going to be very important on this last squad because that's exactly the reason why. Is the last squad is their last attempt. It's like the Elvis song. It's now or never. And that can put your brain into that kind of a stress situation that it's definitely not going to help in such a demanding pattern. So, guys on the top, Lucas Jelinek made the triple. That's good news for him. Moritz is starting to strike again. He got an open frame on frame one, but then it's strike, strike, nine spare, strike, strike. And he gets another one. So he's back on track. He needs to do about 660 something on these last three games. So that's a pace of 222 average, more or less, for the last. Oh, yeah, I cannot speak anymore. For the next three games or the last three games. That's what happens when you try to say two words at the same time. It usually doesn't work. My apologies. My caffeine in the body is gone. No caffeine left in my body, but I don't want to have any more coffee because I need to fall asleep as soon as I hit the bed. As tomorrow we have an early morning again. We start 8 o'clock in the morning. So everybody make sure that you have a good night's sleep. And if it's not night yet, take a little siesta. Feel refreshed because we will be back with a lot of action. And tomorrow is when the money is going into the pockets. So tomorrow is going to be even more important than it is today. Nice shot on lane 90 by Jamie Hickey from Gibraltar. This guy has been learning a lot on this week. When he arrived here the first day, he shot somewhere around 900 in 6 games. Very, very different conditions to what he's used to in the south of Europe. They bowl with super easy night league patterns, and they have such a big, big, big room over there. So the first time you bowl in this kind of tough conditions, you go crazy. But he's going better and better. He's doing good. So good job, Jamie. Keep going. All right, let's have a look at the top scorers. Let me find them from 1 and going down. Lucas Jelinek, 692. Now Lucas is on lane 14. He's got the 9 miss, triple, 7 spare, and another single pin. I hope he's going to take it. If we move to Philip Strandgren, is 80 over. Philip is bowling on lane 2. Spare, open frame, strike, spare, strike. Christopher Sloan, he was on the 3rd position with the devil's number 666. Chris is now bowling on lane 3 and 4. He doesn't really love that pair particularly much. He started with a double, but now he has a couple of open frames. Strike on the 8th, but if he strikes out, he's only going to shoot 209, so it's not going to be a very high game. But definitely, he needs to be awake, stay awake. He cannot give away any more pins on this game, otherwise he's going to put himself under a lot of pressure for the last 2. Jesper Svensson on lane 20, he definitely is not having fun. He's already a couple of frames, he's scratching his head. So he's probably wondering, why am I bowling this last squad? I could be home watching some football. Moritz, lane 3. Open frame, but then double, 9 spare, triple, 9 miss. Oh my God, what's going on with people? They're giving away so many pins, and you cannot give away any spares on this kind of conditions. You need to take every single spare. Come on. Now I'm gonna look on lane 1, Ronia. Same for her, a couple of open frames, 6-3, 7-1, so it's not doing that good. Also on lane 1 and 2, I just saw him with one of those happy celebrations for AJ Johnson, 9 spare, 9 spare, 9 spare, and triple. AJ is currently with 19 over, so he's still alive. I know he's gonna fight until the very last frame, so why not? Keep on going. Who else is okay? Where is Dom? Dominic, where are you? You you hit somewhere, but I'm gonna find you. Dominic Barrett, lane 9 and 10. Triple, 8 and 1, double. Not good, not bad. He needs a lot, that's for sure. Dominic is at the moment with only 7 above par after 3, so Dominic needs approximate 690. That's a 230 average for these 3 next games. And that means no spares gone and a lot of striking. Now the bowler is striking pretty much on this game. On lane 17 and 18, Tobias Bright, double 9 spare and a 4 bagger. And Tobias needs to strike a lot. Tobias is currently with 548, so that means he needs pretty much 750 on this last 3. He needs to bowl 250 average. Another strike for Tobias on 17 and 18, so now it's a double 9 spare and 4 in a row. If Tobias shot 279, that would be striking out. That would put him somewhere about 37 over and still would need another couple of good games. He would need the 460 on the last 2. He can do it, but it's not easy, especially on under this kind of pressure and this kind of conditions. Four bagger also for AJ Johnson and lanes 1 and 2. Keeps trying, keeps fighting, so that's the spirit. Now let's go back and see what the leaders were doing. Lucas Jelinek, lane 14. 9 miss, triple, spare, 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 strike. If he doesn't strike again or he doesn't double, it's only on a par on this game. That would be a 202. Not bad. I mean, you keep going up. You don't want to go down, that's for sure. He's already 34 over with a few frames to go. Yeah, he got a double. It was not his best shot. We could see on his kind of reaction, he wanted the ball to do something different and go a little bit longer, but he managed to do that double. He managed to get that one. He still has a chance to go for a 230 game, so that would be pretty good for him. If we have a look at Philip Strandgren, still with a couple of open frames, no strikes. If he strikes out, he's gonna go all the way to 210, but that's a lot of striking to do to stay alive. So we will see if he manages to survive that lanes 1 and 2. And that is also a little bit of keeping relaxed on your brain and keeping your mind on the right spot, because you are up there, you have the score, and then you start to feel like you're losing it, but there's 2 people on your same pair with a 5 bagger each, and that sometimes can cause a little bit of a distraction. You start asking, why can they do it and I'm not doing it? Now Sloan Chris is on lane 3 and 4. Shooting on lane 3. He needs a double to try to save something. Not a good shot. 179 for Chris Sloan. That's dropping down 31 pins. That's going to put him down on 835, which means he's going to need 470 or 460 something on the last two if he wants to make it into the finals. Moritz was on lane 3. He ended up also with an open frame. Now it's only 23 over, so Moritz needs 470 on the next two if he wants to, 470 something actually. So even the leaders are start to drop down a little bit. Just for you to see, for example, we had Philip Strandgren. He was number 2 in the squad with 680. AJ Johnson was 60 pins behind. But if you look at the scoring now, AJ Johnson has already catched Philip. So far, the guys who were on the top, the only one that seems to be surviving this game number 4 is going to be Lucas Jelinek on lane 14. He's got the 9. Should spare that one easily. Yes, he does. So Lucas Jelinek is going to score 210, and he's going to stay on 100 over. Philip Strandgren is going down. Sloan is going down. Let me find Jonas Dons on lane 17. No, he's also going down. Even if he triples, it's below 180. So he's also going to need a 480 on the last two. Jesper on lane 20, more of the same. It's kind of gone. So at the moment, it looks like AJ Johnson is trying to push to fight until the very end. He may manage to keep fighting. At least stay alive. That's what you want to do. Don't give up too early. And if they all start to give up too early, I'll tell you, I'm going to cut the streaming and I'm going to go home. Hit the bed sooner. So come on, guys. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Everyone over there on the internet, send some positive vibes. Send some energy. Not only the bowlers need it, I need it as well. That's a little bit short in the pocket on lane 1 for AJ Johnson. So leaves the 2 pin. Good for him. It's only the 2 and not the 210. Okay, let me find Quentin Diro, who was 19 over. So if Quentin does a good game, he could have some chance to improve his score a little bit. Yeah, double, open frame, double, spare, spare. Now he's got an 8. Maximum score for him would be 219. That would put him with 838. So it's another guy who needs 460, 470. We're running out of options, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody needs to shoot 470 on the last two, except for Lucas Jelinek. The scores are going down, and why am I surprised? It's game 3 and 4. It's been happening all week long. Okay, I'm gonna find Ronia on lane 1. No, the same, she's gone. My, they are pushing me home, you know. Maybe that's what they want. Maybe they want me to shut the F up and go home and stop being annoying. Jennifer Carlson, it's really been anyone's game during these squads, which is really fun. If you find something that works, it looks so easy, but most seem to struggle a lot. I agree with you 100%, Jennifer. It's actually, sometimes you see one of the bowlers and even the body language is telling you like, yeah, they got him. Now it's gonna be on fire. But then they change to the next pair, and all of a sudden the body language changes, the ball reaction changes, everything goes down, everything drops down, and it's really, 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 it's sad to see. I mean, most of these guys are friends of mine, and we've spent many times together, bowled in many different places. So obviously I want them to succeed. I know it's only 55 bowlers making it into the final. Only. It's a big number, but you know what I mean. It's about 400 bowlers in here. We were counting early before with Victor, and it was, I think, we said 376 bowlers, so that's a lot of people bowling. Obviously, it's not enough room for everybody. Um, Let me check on Jonas Stones, 164. No, Jonas is also gone. He needs 500 on the last two. Ronia, she needs a miracle. I should put Freddie Mercury on there. It's a miracle we need. Ah, my. Carl Eklund also trying to survive. 210 on lane 15 for a total score of 825. Well, Carl is under 21, so he doesn't really need to shoot as high as the cut. He needs to shoot 10 pins less. I believe it was the under 21. And yes, actually, that's the number. It was correct. 376 bowlers and about 1,000 squads because some of them I bowl, some of them have bowled quite a few. So Lucas Jelinek so far seems to be the only one who's going to manage to have a quite high score to be alive. He's now 103 over, so he just needs to bowl 390 something or 400 to be safe. Genova, let's take a moment to appreciate your work as caster during the qualification. You made them really more enjoyable with. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you very much for your kind words. That makes my day, and I'm going to bed a lot happier. So thank you for your kind words. We have Joran Pettersson. Hello all. Jesper Svensson, frame 6 is not 9, it is 8. You should alert them. I have read that a little bit too late. I think I'm not sure they rectified or not. Probably Jesper is a little bit, I would say, kind of done. He just took a spare on the 10th frame, a little bit of a backup, which is not something he does very often. So that tells me a lot about his status at the moment and how he feels on the lanes. But I can understand because Jesper is a defending champion. And it's not so funny to lose your title without being able to defend it on the finals. One thing that keeps me alive is to see how many people are still watching our broadcast on every single different camera. I appreciate, guys, everyone, every single one of you being over there. It gives us the power to carry on. It gives me the strength to continue to talk and talk and talk. Just gonna drink a little bit of water so I don't get too dry. Ida Bloom, I can only agree. It's been really enjoyable to watch the streams. Thanks to the funny and varied commentary. Oh, tack så mycket. I appreciate so much. I actually must say it has been very fun to me as well. It can be a little bit long at some points. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when you see a lot of people struggling and they're not really striking, I really feel like I want to go out there running and grab them on the shirt and say, what the hell, come on, keep doing whatever you have to do and find a way, find a solution. But it's been a lot of fun. We have been sharing the booth with quite many different people, all the way from Magnus Johnson as probably the oldest one who was sitting on the chair. So it was fun to talk with Magnus about the past and how he can see bowling from his perspective. Then we had a few different PBA guys passing by. We had Ryan Barnes, who it was a blast yesterday. I believe that was the funniest of them all because we had the pleasure to have Walter Ray also on the chat, talking a lot, being very very kind to be talking with all of us. We had Andrew Anderson, we had Frankie Lavoie, Earlier today, we were with the Motif ball rep, and he gave us a lot of perhaps more information that he would have wanted. But it was a really, really interesting talk for me. It was. I'm very curious, and it's always room for learning a little bit more. And I guess that's the spirit. We try to, at least from my side, I try to help everyone who's watching to if unless you are somebody who already knows more about bowling than I do, but if you're a little bit more in the amateur area, or you're more on a beginner, try to help you see the game, try to help you understand how we try to approach the game, all the complexity, not only about technique, but we've been talking many different topics: lane reading, equipment, um, mental strategy, different ways of trying to get your mind on the right spot. So it definitely has been fun to share all these hours with all those different names and bowlers, and definitely it would have not been as fun without everyone over there talking back to us and giving us some feedback. Some people has been really helping out. Like I can recall, for example, Lobo to me has been giving us quite different funny stats, but that help us explain a lot of of what's going on. We had also Jokke, Norwegian coach. He was joining us and talking to us, giving us some of the things that are happening in the Norwegian Federation, which is also quite interesting. Uh, if you were not on the chat yesterday, or when you were not following, the Norwegian Federation decided to do or to take a different way than the European Federation. They decided to ban the urethane balls. So um, now it was a very interesting topic. It's everybody has a different opinion on that. Yes, I agree. Brad Spangler was really, really, really fun to talk to. I see some more messages. Let me have a read. And everyone, we have Oscar. Great job, Luis. Regards from Hector and me. See you soon. I'll see you pretty soon. I'm flying back on Monday night. I have a doctor appointment Tuesday early in the morning, and hopefully everything is fine so I can start doing some coaching again with you guys from Tuesday or Wednesday. Now we have AB. Is Jason Belmonte participating on this event? No, Jason was on some previous editions, not this year. Neither Simonson or EJ Tackett. They were here last year, but not this year. Uh, Tarek Helmi. Tarek, it's good to see you are there. Dom is alive. Yeah, Dom is alive again. We're gonna have to. Actually, the scores are updated, so I'm gonna uh, give you a read on how the rankings are at the moment. Uh, Lucas Jelinek is on the lead now, 103 over. AJ Johnson is number 2, 55 over. Philip Strongren, number 3, 49 over. Christopher Sloan, number 4, 45 over. Dominic back live, 38 over. Is Dominic gonna make it? Why not? Why not? He's got the talent, definitely. Last two games, 240, 231. Maybe that polish I gave to his balls is starting to work out now on at the middle of the squad. Quentin from France, 826. Carl Eklund, 825, also still alive. Moritz from Germany, 823. Ooh, it's getting tight over there, but the cut at the moment is plus 92. Let's say 2 or 3 of these guys make it in, so it would go up to 95. So people like Carl Eklund, 470. Can he make it? Yes, he can. Um, Back to the chat. As I was saying, Tarek, it's good to talk to you. I hope we cross paths sooner. Lobo to me, I'm in bed sheets now, so no stats from. No worries, man. Take it easy. I was just wanting to say thank you for all the cooperation. It was fun to have those stats, so I appreciate so much. Valentin, must be hard to remain focused on those tough conditions when you know you need 470 in the last 2 games to make the cut in the last squad. Great broadcasting through. I appreciate back, man. We're doing our best, and I agree with you completely. That was one of the things I was saying now at the beginning. This week has been very, very tough. These players have been trying over and over again, and it's not easy when you put on the top of it that this is your last chance, and then the brain can start to stress a little bit itself and like go, oh, I need to, I need to. We were talking about this actually on the previous cut. You don't want to put that kind of a thought on your brain. You never want to tell yourself, I have to or I need to. You have to put your brain on the I want to and I can do it. So, but these bowlers are really, really talented. So it's still, as long as they are breathing and mathematically is possible, don't give up on any of them. Now, let's see who else is talking. Jennifer, hoping all these views will alert more competition to stream the games. Fun to be able to watch when you can be here live. Yes, that's the main idea, and that's why we keep asking everyone over there to subscribe to our channel. So the more you are subscribed, the easier it's going to get to for us to keep this 100% for free. Not only this one, but next events to come, like PBA Regional in Sweden, PBA National League, perhaps some fun videos and collaborations with some of the PBA bowlers, perhaps some bowl reviews. It's a lot of stuff that can be done, and that's in the spirit. We want to keep on growing, and that's the main motivation we all have from the Lucky Larsen crew.
I'm planning to join you soon.
That's good. That's good. Looks like Martin is going to be around us for the end of the squad. It's going to be nice to have him back. Maybe he can tell us a little bit how he felt on and especially off the lanes. As we said before, 376 bowlers. It's been 10 days of competition already. I flew, I don't even remember when I flew. I think I flew last Thursday, so it was like 9 days ago. Now it's Saturday, approximately 9 days ago. And it's been a blast. It's been a blast. I'm happy. I mean, I know it's many, many hours. It's taking some of the energy away, but I couldn't come here last year, and it was sad to be home because this is the week I never, 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 never want to miss. Ah, it's true, Tarek. I agree completely. It's not easy, but um, when we are surrounded by so many bowlers who have, you know, this kind of love for the sport and the spirit, it's always beautiful. There's no money who can buy happiness. Money can buy happiness, that's for sure. Happiness is having your heart full of love. And this week over here, my heart is more than filled with love. It's every step I go out there, you find somebody you know, you bowled with, or you coached, or you talk to, even you admire. So it's really, really a very, very beautiful atmosphere. So I really encourage you, everyone who has not been here before, start booking for next season. Storm Blackie Larsen is going to go on for many, many years to go. And we hope to be even more people next year. We hope it's going to be even more days of competition, even more squads. We have the energy for that. It feels like every year we are 1 year younger. So get your ass into Sweden. Come on. Okay, before I carry on with my enthusiasm, I think we should pay attention to those who were on the top. Lucas Jelinek, it was 103 over. Let me find Lucas. He was moving to the left, unless I'm wrong. Or was he moving right? See, that's what happened when you talk so much and you stop writing down the things. I have my notebook over here and my pen, but my pen I didn't use properly on these last few minutes. And now I lost Lucas. But I'll find him, don't worry. I see Dominic Barrett on 5 and 6. I'm going to write down his name over here, Dom, on lane 5. Dom is fighting to make it on the very last moment. Dom is at the moment 38 over par. He's got a spare and a triple on games 5 and 6. Um, Hello, buddy.
Hi.
Are you breathing? Are you still
I
alive?
am. I'm just surprised that you still have energy to talk, buddy. I'm so happy
Oh,
to have you here.
no. It's all
Uh,
these people in the chat. They make things, they motivate me. They keep participating. They are supporting. Some people doing, helping with stats, other people asking questions. A lot of people saying how happy they are with the broadcast and the guests
oh,
that have been coming by, how interesting the topics was in here. Brett Spangler was unbelievable.
he's a great guy. I
He
mean,
was unbelievable.
we all know I'm a Storm guy and he's a Motive guy, but Brett is a true inspiration, a great sense of humor, and just straight on a good guy. So I'm really happy to have him here in Helsingborg in Sweden to try to help his guys uh, win a title. That's what they're here for.
I think it's fair to say I've been congratulated by so many people of what are we doing, but I have to say actually they should congratulate you because you are the responsible for having all these people in here. You are the person that became the connection for all of us. I mean, you're the main reason that 99% of us are in this bowling alley at the moment. The bowlers, the coaches, people who's doing different things, family also. I mean, you have created something that is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And as I said to these people, this is my favorite week in the year by
Uh,
far.
well, you and me have been friends for a while, and I'm super happy to have friends all over the world. And I like what you're saying, and I get proud of it. But it's also like telling a striker in the football team that scored that he was the only reason for their
I,
team to
I
win.
I know what you mean, but
Yeah.
on the other hand, I think it's fair to say unless you were the person you are, things wouldn't work the way are working. I know you have been super busy the whole week. We have Tarek Helmi
Tarek, my
from
main Tarek, yeah.
Egypt, and he was telling he's been doing this kind of job you have been doing now when you have
Mm-hmm.
to be in the lanes, off the lanes, taking care of so many guests and people.
Yep.
That takes a lot of energy. That takes so many hours. I mean, you are the last one pretty much to take off of the bowling alley every night. You're
Yep.
pretty much the first one to come early in the morning. The same goes for
Daniel,
Daniel.
absolutely.
And man, the job you're doing, and you must be very happy. I mean, after
That's
all, when you see the success and how people lives happier every year more than the previous one, it has to fill your heart, doesn't it?
it does for sure, but it's also one of those looking at the half full or half empty glass. Overall, I'm super happy, but it's also you know how much people come here and fight really hard, and of course not everybody makes it, and that's one thing. But also, it's a great problem, but it's still a problem. We have 20 lanes, and there's a lot more bowlers that like to bowl.
I
So
understand.
that's a little rough to see people wanting. They have the fire, they have the attitude to get out there and fight those really rough conditions, the hard conditions, and all of them can't get there because we don't have enough spots. So um,
The waiting list has been gigantic, squad after squad after squad.
we did try a new thing this year, which I think is a step in the right direction. So instead of having a waiting list for every squad, we've been using a waiting list for every day. And if you decline twice or you get a spot, then you get in the bottom of the list. So in that way, we can.
It's a little bit more fair in a
It's
way.
more people to get a chance instead of maybe somebody sign up for every waiting list and get a chance for every squad. So
Mm,
I
mm.
think it's better, but it takes a lot of work before the squads to go through the list, check who's coming, check whose turn it is, and all that. But so far it's been working. So far now it's over. So I think
Yeah,
it's been working pretty good.
now you can start relaxing a little bit, right?
I don't know about that. It's the main day left, but all this thing with waiting list and who's bowling, who's not, it's not happening tomorrow. Now we just really hoping to have a great final day and some good bowling and some excitement. I know the center will be packed, and the one thing I'm a little bit struggling with is I want to have enough games to make it not a lottery, but we only have a whole day to
Yeah.
fit it in.
Yes, I
So
understand.
tomorrow we will roll the first practice ball at 7:50 in the morning, 7:05 a.m. 7:50 a.m. and probably the last whoever's gonna raise that trophy, it's gonna be
near,
eight
near
8:30 or whatever it is, like in
well,
the evening.
the schedule it's even a little bit later.
Yeah.
I believe it was. Give me a second. I have a bunch of papers. Semifinals 8:30. Sorry, semifinals
Yeah.
7:30.
So 9 o'clock
Finals
maybe.
8:30. So maybe around 9 o'clock we can be having a new winner for.
Yeah.
It looks like Jesper is gonna have to let someone else grab the trophy this time. Jesper has been struggling a little bit. He's currently 21 under.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. It's bad.
well, we still have game six.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
He can make the turbo.
Oh, if somebody can do it, it's him. It's him. But he had an unbelievable good time in the States the last couple of weeks together with his tour mate Kyle. First the bachelor party with what I heard was unbelievable. There was some good trips with golf and other things and then the wedding and then Jesper had some weird things going on the last 2 years. It's been like, oh no, he's 6'8" as well. Every trip back home from the States has been a debacle. Like it's been something going wrong all the time. And this time he was supposed to get back home Monday, I think AM sometime,
Hmm.
and then it started getting delayed the first flight. So I think he barely made it to the Monday, like late Monday.
Mm.
Need to go pick up Mira, their wonderful daughter, get the things together, leave straight down here Tuesday. Not enough time for practice, not enough time to recover. And on top of that, the lanes has been really, really challenging this year. And
Yes, I
Jesper
agree.
is one of those guys that you get a feel for it. You can strike forever, but I think this time it's not really his A game.
He just couldn't really find what was gonna work good for him. What I've seen, when he tried his most common game with the urethane, a little bit more into the corner area, to call it in one way, he couldn't really find enough room in any direction. And definitely every time he has tried the reactive and move deep inside, due to his incredible high rev rate, the ball is reading super, super early. It's becoming super sensitive.
Yeah, I
Uh,
still think we had James making it actually with urethane on the
mhm,
left, and then we
mhm.
had Eric Jones.
Eric
Yeah.
Jones, I was gonna say, he did okay. I
Now we
think,
have Lucas Jelinek, so
yeah,
it's there,
that's
but
actually gonna make four. There was someone else. We checked on the previous squad while Victor was here,
hmm,
because we had the question on the chat. They said it looks like it's not many lefties. Actually, we saw on the total it was 40 lefty bowlers in the event of a total of 376. So
okay,
that's more or less 10%. Uh, it's 40 people going into the finals without counting the turbos and
yeah,
the two seniors, the two under 21, etc. So let's say 40 people are
we
going
got
in by
Justin Knowles too. Yeah.
exactly, and with Lucas Jelinek now is going to make it four bowlers. So
Hmm.
that's exactly that 10%
Yeah.
compared to the
Last
right-hander.
year
So
though we
it's
had 3 out of the 4 in the TV, and it's just today's game. It is a lot of guys are specialists in some kind of thing, and you give them a little room, and they'll really take advantage of it. And this time it's been more deep inside, and in general the leftist doesn't really like that as much as being out.
mhm.
But I think for Jesper's case, it's not really about that.
As you said,
It's
it's
his preparation
a
this time.
combination of different factors that didn't let him rest properly, didn't let him have as much practice as he probably would have in a different situation. But let me have a quick look. We have a still couple of bowlers trying to stay alive until the very end. We have the French guy on lane 7-8, Quentin Deroux. He was 26 over after 4. Now he's got a 4-bagger. If he strikes a few more, he's going to do okay. We have Dominic Barrett on lane 5 and 6. Dominic is fighting really, really hard to overcome this the beginning. Dom started with 172 and 195, so it looked like he was already out of the picture with 30 under after two.
Yeah.
But then he shot 240, 231. Now he's got the triple and a double. He's going to make one more shot on lane 6.
But it's been pretty common this week. Like if we obviously, all of you guys that are watching the stream, you can have the things that we have in front of us. We have all the channels plus the scores for this squad. But looking at the scores, this squad, it's pretty much the same as it's been the whole week. We have one guy that's been kind of crushing them, 100 over, and the worst game is 211. Then all the rest is like they're struggling
At
somewhere.
some point, exactly. At some
AJ
point, you
is
hit the wall.
yeah, AJ is starting 180, and then the rest are on 220, 230s. We had Philip Strangren like 240, 230, 160. Sloan 220, 230, 170. Dominic 170, 190, 240, 230. And again, the next one is Quintin Deroux, a great French bowler at 180, 230, 190, 20. It's just really, really, really tough to keep it consistent
It
up there.
keeps happening. It keeps happening. We have seen it in so many bowlers, and people kept asking, why is it happening? Why is people having so many issues? So we have been explaining over and over again. It's a very demanding pattern, but not only the pattern is demanding, but the traffic that's happening on the lanes is making it some. And some of the pairs, all of a sudden you get there, they have a different strategy. For example, this last squad when Kyle shot 263 over. People in the chat was quite impressed that he was using the IO Max polish for 6 games. Then when I did the interview to Kyle, I asked him about that. He said, well, there was a combination of factors actually. He said they had a little bit of pain in the back, so that caused him to slow down a little bit in the approach and become a little bit weaker, bowl a little bit softer in a way. Then the second factor that he said he felt different, it was a lot more bowlers using some plastic during the warm-up to try to push a little bit the oil down.
Okay.
So he felt that on that squad was the only one that he could have really done the way he did. He felt like the lanes held a little bit longer than on any of the previous squads he had bowled. And that is part of the game today as well.
Yeah, it could be. I still personally still think it was about that he actually executed better. He looked really focused. He looked like dialed in the way you see the best guys on tour, best guys in the world when they're like just into what they're doing on the lanes. Like they don't care about anything else. That's the thing. And his hand position, whatever he rolls it, like touch, everything. It looked like he was there to make it. Like there was nothing going to be in between him and getting a good score. I think that was a bigger thing than maybe some guys throwing some plastic down the lane. That's my personal.
I'm gonna take a point in between. Maybe the fact that he saw those things happening at the beginning
Mm-hmm.
and then he started doing okay because he had a
Yeah.
lot of issues pretty soon on the previous squads. The fact that especially on lane game 3 he managed to do a good game. Usually game 3 was when Kyle was dropping down.
Yeah.
He made a good game
No, we get
3 on that squad, and those things happening around him, maybe that put his brain onto a positive
yeah.
state of mind instead, and then he could only see the positives. That's very human.
I think so for sure, and I think we might see a little fighting from this superstar from England now too. Like he was actually kind of fist pumping this. He got a message. I took the 9 out. Dominic is bowling on 5 and 6. I
And
think
he's
it's 268.
sharing pair with AJ Johnson, which is also in the same situation. Both of them have been fighting like crazy for them quite
Mm-hmm.
a few squads, and
Yeah.
both of them are giving themselves the chance
Yeah.
to stay alive for game 6. They can go all the way to, let me see, 50, 80. They can actually get quite high after this game.
Dom can get to 100 over, and AJ can get to 120 almost. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's
113 for AJ, it would be top score. 106 for Dom if they strike out on the 10th.
I saw Dom coming up from the pro shop with some different surfaces on his bowling balls.
I burned my hand.
Yeah, it was so hot.
That's how much I had to.
Oh, you did it for him?
Yeah, I did it for him.
So they were really, really shiny stuff, and
So
that's not very often nowadays that we use that much shine, and sometimes that's what you have to do, and that's the thing that really.
I'm actually pushing for Dom because I said to him after apologies, ball 10% is mine now.
You use the same polish that you use on top of your
On
head,
top
buddy?
of my head. That's
Yeah.
why the balls are functioning so much better all of a sudden. They look so shiny.
There you go.
Okay, let's have a look at Dom on 10 frame.
The lane 6.
Oh,
Trip to 4.
beautiful, beautiful. Man, that's the face we like to see on Dom when it's like, ooh.
Dom had a little rough history in this tournament. The 3 years before last year, he come here by himself, and I was about to put his name on the LED wall because it was like a sponsor to us. He couldn't make the cut. He had 3 years straight with not making the cut. Dominic Paris is one of the best bowlers there is on the earth, and he couldn't make a cut here. Then he brought his family last year, bowled one squad, made it straight away.
Directly.
You can guess if the family is with him this week, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it is. But
Yeah.
now they've been having to spend some more hours in the bowling center, and I'm pretty sure that they are really rooting for Dumpsy to get it done here now.
That was another
Which I think
beautiful
he
shot.
will. He's such a good bowler.
There is another sponsor you had this on this event. I already set it on the previous squad, and actually I polished a couple of balls for him down there as well. And I told him, I think you're gonna put your name on the wall next year. You've been sponsoring for quite a while. It was Carl Eklund. I told Carl, you're one of the main sponsors on the event.
It's another guy that doesn't give up. It's a young up and coming guy from Sweden here. Actually, I have a pretty cool picture from 2017 when we ran the first Storm like Larsen Masters in Malmö, and he did bowl, and he is like up to my belly button. This little kid.
How cool! It's fun when you see them growing, right? And you see they are so little, and they start actually teasing you because they get better and better. And Carl is one of those super talents you have up here, which you have quite a few, I must say.
And obviously we have the re-entry format here, and you can think what you like about that. Some guys like it, some guys don't. To get the tournaments together, we kind of need to use it. When we don't have bigger centers, we cannot have that amount of bowlers same time. So,
so you have to find a way to function anyway.
Exactly, and me and Daniel had that thing going since we started. That if there is somebody that's here from the get-go and keeps bowling, and they actually get all the way to 10 squads, which is a lot. That's 60 games in the week. We are having this little thing that if they get in the next squad, they get that one for free.
Oh, that's cool.
So this one is a freebie for Carl. He actually bowling his 11th squad since last Friday. So in 8 days, he's now into his 65th.
66th game is going to be 11.
Soon, yeah.
66.
Yeah.
And he's still alive. I think I saw him somewhere around 35 over. I know the cut is a little bit higher than probably going to be with AJ and Dominic. If they probably do okay on this last game, the cut's going to go a little bit higher, somewhere on 95. I'm going to be really angry if the cut goes on 95 over, because that was the score that Ryan said yesterday, and we were teasing each other a lot.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm really hoping it's either 94 or 96.
Yeah.
But Carl, since he's a young one, he can also get gateway through the under 21, which was a little bit lower. Not much lower. It was Andre from the Czech Republic. I think it was 84, 85. But we are actually looking. We have Jonte here with us. He's super fast on finding those little details for me and making my life a lot easier.
Jonathan, a.k.a. MacGyver.
So yes, actually 1285. So Carl needs a game of 251 to overcome that score and make it into the final.
Yeah.
And the cut is obviously gonna go a little bit higher because we have Lucas Jelinic is doing more than 100 over. AJ Johnson is more than 100 over, and Dominic Barrett is more than 100 over. We're gonna have the total scoring after 5 pretty soon. Yeah, it's a couple of guys ending the last frame on the game 5, so it's gonna update pretty soon.
To the last qualification game now. Squad number, what squad? Squad number 27.
27. There was a lot of people asking, is there gonna be a 300 game? It's a very tough pattern. Perhaps I said perhaps tomorrow when they bowl just on that semi-finals, quarterfinals, when it's only one bowler per lane and it's not so much traffic. People's gonna be on that round. Obviously, will have a much better idea on what to do and what not to do. They are not gonna break so many spots on the lane. So if it has to happen, it makes sense to me that it could be more or less on that stage of the event.
No, it could be obviously put all the good ones together. That might break down the lane easier. But the thing that I felt, when we start the event, we can always say, "Oh, we don't know what's happened with the good guys get here when it's a more good bowlers and everything." And I have to say, not much different has happened.
No, no, I know, but
And it might be until now, because having three guys this high up, after 4 or 5 games, I
five
mean,
games,
in the last squad, that's not very common.
not that common.
All those guys are getting tired for sure. It's getting late in the evening. They've bowled enough squads to be frustrated. But then again, we have three really good bowlers. Lukas Jelinek from Czech Republic, he's a fantastic 200 lefty. And I don't think we have to mention too much how good Adrian Dominic is. So there's some raw talent and very good bowlers up there. So it could be that they all make it, all those three. And we have Quentin Duro as well. He's been improving his game a lot lately and becoming better and better. And then after that, we have the USBC Masters champion, Gary Haynes. He's been fighting out hard too.
Definitely. And then we have another Swedish guy, Philip Strongren. He just had a couple of low games on 4 and 5. But he's still alive. I mean, we're talking about a possible cut about 95 over. So all these people who are sitting with 40 up, they are still alive. Anyone can shoot to 50, especially when we're talking about people that talented.
The number to aim for is 99. Like if you go 1299 or better, then you're gonna be a lock, because it's 94, 95, 96, 97, 97, 98, 98. And I had 85 with an open in the 10th.
Oh,
That was not good, was it?
oh, don't remind me that.
Daniel will be happy. I can help him more tomorrow. Last year was a disaster. I bowled all the way. He had to do all the work.
We have
I had a couple of guys.
couple of
Jonathan.
questions here on the chat. We have AB, who can participate? Well, it's open to
Yeah, you just need to be a member of any federation, any country's federation, if it's a USBC or Swedish Bowling Federation or any.
so any sanctioned license, bowling license,
Yeah.
and you can come in.
Absolutely.
What is the entry fee? As I've been telling, we had a little bit cheaper squads at the beginning of the week with the early birds. It was approximately $130. More or less, depending on the change. We're talking about Swedish crowns. A little bit later on in the week, it was about 150, and now the last days was a little bit higher. It was about $175, more or less.
Yeah.
Then we see Thomas Carlberg. Luis, you got to say bellissimo to them. Okay, I'll make sure about that.
I'll say hey to Johnny, and I say hey to Tarek. Tarek Helmi is our guy from Egypt. It was a bunch of years ago. He was in Sweden, and it would be nice to see you again, Tarek. Hope you're doing good down there with the pyramids and all the.
Give my best to the Sphinx. It's been many years I haven't been over there, so give my best regards to her.
Yeah. So it's good to see familiar faces here in the chat for sure. And that's another thing that makes me happy with this tournament. The amount of bowlers coming here, actually not bowling, just showing up.
Just showing up. Yeah,
and
today.
Catch up and stuff. It's great.
I mean, today I saw so many Team Sweden bowlers from when I was a teenager, and I was following Thomas around the planet, and
Yeah.
Eva Jonsson, Susanne Erlandsson, Per Gustafsson.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of them. So some of them even I don't remember the name, but yeah, Martin Bleeks was here during the week as well.
Yeah, Matthias Orup.
Matthias Orup, exactly. So it's always, as I keep telling everybody in Spain, you guys need to show up. You need to come up here. It's not about how good can you bowl. It's so much. Ooh, 5-7 for Colin, lane 3. I'm gonna hear you got to give some more rest, buddy. Maybe apologize.
The one thing that Carl is struggling with a little bit is taking his hand out of the ball and be smooth and just roll it. And I heard he's talking about it, and he's been working hard over the week to do it. And maybe he just got to the point where it's a little too clean.
Yeah, a little too clean, and but on not only Carl's, but every young talented bowler who has been struggling here, on their defense, I believe it's not really their fault. It's that the last 4 or 5 years we have been bowling in quite very different patterns than the one that we have in here. It's very popular nowadays to bowl on this kind of urethane, grip the ball a lot, give a lot of surface, and this event is completely the opposite. You don't want to get any surface on the ball. You want to be very clean and
Yeah,
very smooth with your hand.
nice and gentle.
And how can they be good on something that they do once every 2 years?
You know the saying, a product of the environment.
Ah,
Yeah,
I knew
so
you could. Let's see what. That's why I like Martin. I
yeah.
take 1 hour to say something that he gets to say in one sentence.
But you like to talk.
Yeah, that's why I sit down over here so I can spend the day. And
No, but
imagine if
it's
you were doing this on your own, you would say one sentence every
exactly.
couple of hours, and
Yeah,
that's why you're walking around,
it would be boring.
working your ass, and that's why I just sit down here and keep talking and keep talking and keep talking.
Yeah, yeah. No, no. It's just the nature. What you practice on, you will be good at. And
It's true.
if that's a lot of friction or a little friction or long patterns, short patterns,
That's what you will master,
yeah,
and that is 100% true. I remember my first tournaments coming up to Sweden when Thomas was carrying me around. If it was outside shot, I would do very good.
yeah,
If it was dry lanes, I would destroy most of the people. As soon as it was a deep inside, I was gone. I was out of the picture, not even anywhere close to the cut. And as you say, you get used to do something, you become very good on that. You can master that, but and that's why we keep telling to the people on the chats, don't practice just in one bowling alley. Go around, try to find different conditions, put yourself into more difficulties, try to master what you don't really master at the moment, and that's the only road to become a better bowler and become capable to do even more things than you do now.
yeah. Well, they're some of the best bowlers in the world, but still, AJ is 4 marks into the game four with a lot of lost count, 52 in the third.
Where is AJ? I don't see him.
AJ
Which
is on the third camera on 9 and 10.
9 and 10
Well,
for AJ. Yeah,
he's not
9 and
four
10.
frames yet, but he's gonna shoot the 10 pin to have 4 marks.
Mm.
And then we have Dominic. He's kind of same situation on 1 and 2. He has strike, spare, strikes, 7 spare, 6 spare. So he's not controlling the pockets
No, no.
either, and that's what's been the hardest thing there is on this pattern, because with the early friction, you don't have to miss a lot until the ball misses a lot down there.
Yeah.
So it sure is not just go in and bowl 200 last game and get it over with. It's gonna
No,
be a
it's
fight.
not. It's definitely not that simple. It's gonna require a lot of energy. They're gonna have to stay focused until the very, very end of it. And where is Lucas, by the way? Jelinek, he's been moving around. He should be back on where he started, but I don't remember anymore what he was, and I did not write down the first lane.
Where
So,
we got Lucas? He is.
see, as soon as I don't write down where they are, that's what happened. That's why I started writing down the lanes, because then it's so many bowlers that you have to keep circling around, and I don't like people waiting for me to tell them where Lucas is. It's
we
like
don't find him.
where is Wally? You remember that where's
Yeah.
Wally, the guy on the striped shirts? Okay, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing there. No, it's Luca, but it's another one. He disappeared. He just vanished in front of us. Oh, over here. Okay, not good either. Strike split, strike split.
Shit.
And that is already a 176 pace. That would put him on 1295. And since AJ and Dominic are having,
170.
no, definitely not. At least he needs 180 a long 180.
Yeah, 180 would be 180 would sharp 180 would be great for him.
1299. Yeah, that was the number. So 180
Yeah.
would make it, but that now he needs a double because
Hmm.
he's below that number. Now, actually, he's got the score to make 1295. If he's the last one, I'm not showing up tomorrow. I don't want to talk to Ryan if the cut is 1295.
No, and Dominic had a strike to work on, and he left the baby split, the 310 on lane 2. Lucas is bowling on lane 6. Ooh, we got away with only the 4-7. It was straight on the nose. I have to say, in one way, I would like to be in their shoes, to be there bowling for making the cut in the last game. In another way,
I'm happy to be sitting out here,
it's
right?
not. They are not easy at the moment, and
No, it's very demanding. It's very demanding, and it takes a lot of energy out of your brain, especially when it's already 10:30 in the night here in Helsingborg, and
and,
and
and,
and
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 most of
they
them
bowl
have
the
at
field.
least bowled one squad early
That's
today
what I
and a
was going
couple
to say, and they
before.
have been bowling quite a few games already, and they spent quite a big amount of energy because those
Hmm.
squads they did not succeed, so they wasted a lot of energy in there as well.
Yeah, and also bowling and stuff like this, when the numbers like shooting 200s, 210s so hard, I feel personally that takes more energy than when the lanes are a little soft and you shoot 240s.
It
It's
can be more frustrating. It can be a little bit more exhausting, and you end up making more shots because you have to take
yeah,
spare
and you
more
have to
more
be on
spare
top
shots
of
as well.
your decision making all the time because you know you're not going to stay at the same spot or do the same thing very long. So you need to check what's going on in the next pair and a lot of things that takes energy for sure.
Okay, it was a open frame for Dom, so he is now on the pace of 184. That would be 1290. That would be
And he
short. So
needs a double more.
Dominic needs a double. Lucas needs a double. AJ for now stays alive. AJ is bowling on 9 and 10. If you guys want to follow AJ, Dom is on lane 1 and 2, and Lucas Jelinek is on lane 5 and 6. Now there
So
goes AJ.
I don't know. The screens we had here is a little tough, but it's pretty cool with the Spectre Live, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, for the people who's broadcasting, not broadcasting, but watching the broadcast,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the fact that they get even more information, they can see more things happening around. I mean, that's the main idea. That's
Yeah,
the main idea. That's what we want. We want to increase the amount of information that people receives. We want to give the best that we can,
yeah.
and that's the spirit. Grow, make the
What
sport
about
grow.
what do we have? Sloan can get to 259
Yeah, but it's
plus
it's gonna be a
89.
little bit short. Yeah,
Yeah,
1289.
rough, rough. He's been fighting very hard too, very hard.
And even if he looks
Sloan is a
under
fighter.
21, I don't think the ID is
Nah,
showing under 21,
no,
right?
no, no. Lucas struck, and I missed, but Dom
Dominic
struck as
also,
well.
and AJ had a double.
Yeah, so good things happen for the three at that frame. But
So 3 frames to go.
Dominic has the right lane when it's in front of the ball return, and that's the one he's been struggling on the last two shots. So that's a major shot coming up for Dominic on lane 2 very soon. You guys want to watch one of the best bowlers there is, and he really needs it.
Clutch time, right?
It is for sure, for sure.
There goes AJ on lane 9. Okay, soft 10,
Almost looks
but
like my
yeah,
like my 12 pounder I bring me sometimes. Yeah,
that
that's the thing. Like it's not very long. Like 44 is not long. I have to watch Dominic on lane 2 before I
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about what
yeah, yeah.
age
I
is.
agree.
Can he get there? Push.
That was
Great shot.
perfect shot.
Ace.
That was
That
like
tells you something.
nailed it, nailed it.
Absolutely aced it.
Now I would have liked to be on issues
Yeah,
because
well, he
that
still
looks
needs a
that
mark.
not while doing the shot, but right after the ball was in the pocket and got the 10 pins, and when
Yeah.
you turn around, then I would have liked to be in issues.
I was going to talk about AJ's temp in there. Like it feels like it's so hard on this pattern here to get the ball to save the energy to go through the pins.
I agree.
Uh,
I
the, the,
agree.
the friction we have in the mid lane will make the ball go forward and not really have any energy left. And if you try to get the ball to go through the pins, like kind of force it a little bit,
Doesn't work.
it's gonna go very, very much likely straight on the head pin.
We have seen, as we said shortly ago, 27 squats. The only bowler that really succeeded to do that aggressive, making the ball go long by being aggressive, it was Nate Purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else who has been succeeding, it was by becoming a lot
1, 2, 3,
smoother.
4,
Yeah,
5, 6.
a little bit more of a let the ball do the job. Oh,
Ooh, he got lucky there, I think.
yeah, yeah.
Dominic had a 9. This is Dominic's 6th squad.
But Dom's gonna get with the 9 spur is gonna be on the 190. If he strikes 193, that's 1299.
That
That's
was the number I
exactly
was talking
the
about.
number you were talking about.
So first of all, he really needs to shoot this pair.
No double for Lucas
No.
Jelinek. So Lucas is
And AJ is on par. AJ is right at the moment cruising to 110. Dominic is shooting the spare.
perfect.
He's made his homework. Shooting spares is, of course, always important, but on this, even more. So what do we have here? Dominic is what do he need to really get over 95? Yeah.
Yeah, Jelinek, if he makes strike spare is 176 plus 119. That would put him on 1295. So I believe Lucas Jelinek
Strike is
really
really
needs.
good
Yeah,
for Dominic, and a 9 is also a decent one, I think. Then after that, we don't really know, but I think he can get away with it. Well, it depends on what other guys do.
how many was there on 90? Now it's 94.
What do we have? What do we have? Quentin Deroux. I haven't. What is happening with Dom? He struck that one. Made it.
Yeah,
He
Dominic is
so
in the
relieved.
final. Yeah, 99 is gonna make it to the final. I believe the cut though it could be one pin shorter because we have on this qualifying we have Arnar is
Yeah.
on the list
Yeah.
and Arnar is already in because of the.
Yeah.
Is he removed already? Okay, then I said nothing. My
Yeah.
apologies. You see, these technicians, they are so fast that they do things
Yeah.
before you can even notice
And I
them.
don't know if all the people know that, but we had this special thing in coming out like in Sweden this year with the PBA Sweden, and the 3 winners earned a final step 1 spot, and Artna Jonsson was one of them, and he made it here also. So it would have been the same thing for us as taking 41 players, but instead we took his results away from the list just to make it easier. So it's still 40 names. What do we have? Quentin Deroux.
Quentin. Now on the live. Well, Jelinek got a strike. He's still alive. Where are you, Quentin? Over there, yeah. Quentin is out of the picture. He's got 4 open frames.
Oh, yeah.
So not
So
gonna happen.
99 on Dominic. He listened to what I said, huh? My old Weber Cup captain.
Yeah.
Showed us again that he really is clutch. He is a fantastic bowler, great under the gun. AJ is on par, like 1 over for the game.
2 frames to go for AJ Johnson,
Yeah.
and 2 frames to go for Lucas Jelinek. There goes AJ on lane 9. Amazing, good shot now. Celebrating, being very happy about it. That was a double, actually.
That was to seal the deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what do we have, Lucas now? He is
He's gonna bowl on lane 5, I believe.
6
or
5,
6.
yeah. And he is 24 under for the.
Yeah, he's gonna bowl on lane 6, the
Most
9th
likely
frame.
needs a double, huh?
And we have
60
to see.
points gives him a 95, and that will not get there. He needs a double. But by the look of it, Tommaso Radi and Emanuel Jonsson will drop out, but Emanuel has that score in the early bird. He will make it anyway. Unfortunately, the Italian national team bowler Tommaso Radi looks like he's gonna
drop down, and Tommaso has to be very upset with that last game. He missed a couple of single pins.
He did?
Yeah, a couple of single pins and an open frame for more or less a 160 on that last game on his squad.
I didn't see that, and I have to say, to be in the center as much as they've been this week, I've been not had a chance to watch enough bowling.
No, but that's why I'm explaining. I've been sitting comfy on the chair over here, so I've seen a lot of the action. And since he was the squad leader, I had the chance also to talk to him after.
Lucas on lane 6, important shot, really, really important. clutch.
Yeah.
Aced it. He absolutely nailed that one for the double.
He
Now he needs some mark.
really needed that one. He managed to do it.
Now he needs a
It just
mark.
needs, exactly, it just needs to mark. And now we're going to pay a little bit of attention on AJ on lane 10. Looks like AJ could be the squad leader.
And also 1320 is the buy, yeah? So he will love to do that to get sleep in and not have to be here for the
Early
8
in the
a.m.
morning.
Oh,
Well, that
not a
was
great
in.
one.
Yeah, that was in.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa,
That
whoa.
was in, and that is not a good 89, 97, 97. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to be enough. It's going to be on 109
Yeah, but it's
over.
going to be early wake up call.
That's going to be an early morning for him, yes. But
And Andrew
it's fine.
Hall is probably liking that one because at the moment Andrew Hall is the one that can sleep in, depending on what Lucas Jelinek.
Oh, open frame for Lucas, or at least a split. Not an easy one. He just left the 410.
And he's gonna have to make it, huh? Yeah.
Someone is not liking his ball out there.
Yeah.
He needs the spare. He definitely needs a spare. Otherwise, it's a
He does.
172, and that's not enough.
Is he
He's
doing
going for it.
Oh.
Ooh! He really went for it. That
Oh.
need not work. 1292, I believe it's the final score. That's already the cut we had before AJ and Dominic made it all the way in. And
1289 only.
1289,
Yeah,
no, it's out of the picture. That's sad to see for Lucas. He's been doing so well during the whole squad, and remember we were talking about it. At some point, everyone ended up hitting that wall. 197 for AJ Johnson, 1309. So he's the new or the last squad leader.
Yeah.
And we're gonna say goodbye to everybody now. I'm gonna go out there and interview AJ. Is gonna be very happy. Martin, it's been a pleasure to have you over here,
Yeah, I'm
buddy.
just looking at his numbers. Looks like I'm gonna miss the cut with 3 pins or something, huh? How can I be called lucky?
Yeah,
Huh?
just leave the lucky name for the tournament. And
Okay.
make some new shirts. Not so lucky, Larsen.
Yeah. Maybe it's gonna be a new theme for next year. Best before, not lucky anymore. Well, I just want to say thanks for everybody tuning in. It's many hours, long days. Tomorrow is going to be an unbelievable day here at Olympia. A very, very long one from 8 a.m. to more than 8 p.m. A lot of great bowlers on the lanes, tough conditions. We're going to see a little bit of everything. Some people will commentate all the time. We have our man Louis Monfort that's been here a long time, and he will get joined by different people. So tune in.
Make sure to be back tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely.
Don't forget to subscribe, huh?
We said that, and we're gonna keep on telling. Subscribe to our channel. It's 100% free. It's a lot more content to come. It's gonna be PBA regional. It's gonna be national Swedish league this year, down to 10 teams. So it's gonna be even more exciting than it was
And you
until
will
now.
support bowling, support the tournament. So
And that's the main thing. Support bowling, make bowling grow. Good night, everybody. We'll be back 8 o'clock in the morning, Central European time, 2 a.m. in the Eastern Coast, 11 p.m. in the West Coast. Have a good night.
good night, the world. Good night, Sverige. definitely worth something like that.